Exercise 9. Circulation of British newspapers. Listen to the recording and write down the numbers in the correct column.
You are going to hear about the circulation for some national newspapers in Britain in 1994. The circulation of the Observer from February to July in 1994 was 495,483. The Independent circulation was 275,447. The Guardian was 400,856, and the Financial Times circulation was 296,634. The circulation of the Sunday Express was 1,544,404, and the Daily Express was 1,358,246. Britain's most popular papers were The Sun and the Daily Mirror. The circulation of The Sun was 4,101,988, and the Daily Mirror was 2,496,076. Exercise 2. Household Expenditure. Now listen to the report on consumers' expenditure in 1983 and 1993 at market prices and write down the percentage in the correct column. The percentage of household expenditure on food decreased slightly from 15.1% in 1983 to 11.4% in 1993. Alcoholic drink was 7.1% in 1983, but fell to 6% in 1993. And tobacco was 3.3% in 1983, but only 2.7% in 1993. The percentage on housing increased slightly from 15.1% in 1983 to 15.4% in 1993. And recreation, entertainment, and education was 9.2% in 1983, then increased to 10.1% in 1993. The percentage of consumers' expenditure on other goods and services showed a large jump from 13.5% in 1983 to 19.4% in 1993.
Exercise 3. Migration. Listen to the tape and write down the total number and the percentage in the right column. Here are some figures about Britain's migration in 1993. There were 227,000 people who left Britain to live abroad. 25% of them left for other EU countries. 19% left for Australia, Canada, or New Zealand. 16% left for the United States. 13% for Commonwealth countries, and 6% for the Middle East. 2% of them left for South Africa. There were 215,900 new residents who came to live in Britain. 32% of them came from other EU countries, and 16% of them came from Australia, Canada, or New Zealand. 22% of them came from other Commonwealth countries, and 8% from the USA. 3% came from the Middle East, and 3% from South Africa. Exercise 4. Living in London. Listen to the second part of the talk and write down the prices in the boxes provided.
In London, accommodation is another very expensive thing. You would pay about £40 a week for one room. If you want to rent a one-bedroom flat, it will cost more. You would generally pay about £200 per week for it. A telephone call to another London number costs 50p, and posting a letter costs 40p. A loaf of bread is 40p, a bottle of beer is £1.50. Very few international students will have their own washing machines, so it is likely that you will have to do your washing at a laundrette, which is a place where washing machines are provided for the general public. Here are some prices for the use of a washing machine. It's £2.50 for using a large washing machine and £1.80 for using a small one. You have to pay £1.50 for using a tumble dryer, about £2.40 for a medium-sized packet of washing powder.
Exercise 4. Mike and Ellen's Day. Listen to Mike, Susan, and Ellen talk about their daily schedules. Complete the chart below as you listen.
Hello, my name is Susan Miller. I'm a newspaper reporter. I'm taking a survey on people's daily schedule. Mike, could you tell me what your job is?
Sure, I'm a bank manager.
That's great. So what are your working hours?
Well, it's a regular 9 to 5 office job, so I get up at 7 a.m. and get home around 6 p.m. That's okay, though I like to go out with my friends at night. I go to bed around 11.
Thank you, Mike. What about you, Ellen?
My job is a bit different. I'm a flight attendant. I start work at 6 in the morning, so I have to get up before 5 a.m.
Wow, that's too early for me. I usually get up at 8 in the morning.
Why do you get up so late?
Because I go to bed very late, usually about 1 o'clock in the morning. I get home at 8 in the evening, then I often have to work late for next day's newspaper.
I see. Well, I can't stay up that late. I often have long flights, so I don't get home until 9 o'clock at night. But I always go straight to bed around 10.
Thank you very much, Ellen.
Exercise 4. Telephone message. Listen to the conversation and fill in the missing information in the right place. Good afternoon. 651-8935.
Hello, could I speak to Wendy?
I'm afraid she is not in right now. Can I take a message?
Yes, there is a party at Bob's house on Sunday night. Bob's address is flat 4, 45 Church Road.
Bob's address is flat 4, 45 Church Road.
And could you tell her that if she is interested to call me back this evening? My telephone number is 361-3759.
Your number is 361-3759. All right. Sorry, who is calling?
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Sandy Paris.
Sandy Paris. Fine. I'll give her the message. Goodbye.
Goodbye.